Hey everyone, this is Denise and Brandy with Eternally Fit. Um, we took a little break in
A
2024, a lot of the
hiatus.
year.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to come on and just give a new year message for 2025 and just kind of reflect back a little. And
Mhm.
so, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
it's
want to
been a
start?
long time. I kind of forgot how to do all this stuff, but
Yeah, all the
and that's
techie
one thing
side.
going into the new year. Just want to push, to do this in the right way, right meaning. So yeah,
Right.
I'm glad that we have each other to kind of lean on.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
we
just,
thought, well, the first one would be fun to see, talk about the new year, since it is now 2025. That is crazy. And then just reflect, like Denise said, on 2024. So we just thought we'd ask each other a couple of questions just to get the ball rolling and yeah, go from there. So
so,
Denise, you want me to ask you a question or you want to start?
I'll ask you.
Okay.
So, I guess what is your main goal, or like we have talked about in the past, your main word for 2025? Yeah, where do you feel like God is leading you?
So you want me to say my word, or did you goal? Which one did you?
Either one, like if you have a word for 2025 that comes to mind,
Okay.
or a goal, or both.
I mean, I have both, but my goal kind of reflects 2024. So I'll just kind of go back on 2024, which will help with my goal. 2024 was a really, really hard year, I think, for both of us. It was tough, strenuous. We had a lot of trials, a lot of stress, and you try to give that to God, and it's hard to do. It's hard to just let go and give it up, which I want to, but um, I learned about myself in 2024 that how much of a people pleaser I am. Um, and I don't know if it had to do with my dad's health and all that. And I just want to make sure he was okay. Okay. Um, so I kind of let myself go. And I realized, wow, I have become a people pleaser. And what's that verse that talks about? I know you brought it up in one of our texts about pleasing the flesh and not pleasing
Mm,
God,
right,
which
right.
I felt like I was pleasing God, but I was
Well,
more
yeah, because
concerned about the flesh.
honor your father and mother. So it's like it's hard because you want to fulfill that, you know, that God tells us to do, but you also have
Mhm.
a family and everything else. So yeah.
Right. And I think I kind of got lost in the jumble of everything and realizing that God gave me a personality, a purpose for a reason. So, which leads me to my word that just came to mind. My word for this year, my last year's word was trust and faith. This year, my word is renew. I just want my mind renewed, everything, my focus not on the flesh,
Mhm. That's
but
good.
not on worldly, but on God.
Hmm.
So, what
That's
about you?
good.
What's your word?
So I was just telling Brandy a little bit ago while we were getting kind of ready for this that I found this thing, and it's like your mantra for 2025. It has all these tiny little words, and it says the first four that you see are your words for the year, which, it's kind of silly, but um, it was very fitting because my first word was purpose. And I just feel like that's what I want to focus on this year. Like, what is my purpose? What does God have me here for? And I truly believe a lot of it is, this podcast, like spreading his word and just witnessing to people and showing his love. So that's my
I
word.
agree.
Yeah.
And we're so blessed to be able to do it freely. I
Yeah.
can't imagine in other countries being persecuted, and and that goes into what we're going to be studying next is,
Yep.
his disciples were persecuted,
Yeah.
which we're free to talk about him and spread his word.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's something we take for granted. Like, I don't. often sit down and think about what a privilege we have, being in the United States and being able to talk about this. So,
Mhm.
good point.
Yeah.
So,
So what?
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and just my goal for the year is to just keep pushing forward without, like, I want to not get in a position where I'm so busy that I'm stressed out. I want to push forward, but have time for rest and not, get myself in a position where I'm stressed out and not, I think a lot of people on here know, like, I'm still trying to heal from long COVID, and I'm seeing a new doctor, and he said, you have to say no more. And I always feel selfish saying no, but that goes back to the people pleasing. Like,
That's what I'm learning is just no means no, and it
yes,
seems kind of odd
yeah.
because
Well, and my doctor said if you don't say no, you're not going to be able to give 100%. And so you have to get to a position where you are able to give 100% and feel good health wise. And yeah, so that's kind of my goal, is to keep pushing forward, but only at my pace that God is giving me.
so what's one big thing you learned from 2024? Big
I,
takeaway.
I would say patience, in God's timing, and to not get distracted. But I feel like a lot of the reason why we weren't doing the podcasts consistently, I don't know. I felt like it just wasn't on my heart. And
Mhm.
so I just feel like we needed to be patient and, let it happen in God's timing. And I don't know. I feel like I have the fire again. So
That's good.
how about you?
Yeah, my takeaway was just the people pleasing and
Yeah.
learning my own thing,
Mhm.
giving myself permission to say yes or say no.
Mhm.
And then once I give myself permission, as long as it's in the right manner, not ungodly, but giving myself the permission to say yes, to say no, and being okay with it.
Mhm.
It's a weird mind shift that
It really
seems.
is. And like, it is a shift.
Mhm.
You have to stop and like consider before. So,
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I don't have much on. 2024 was a hard year, but I'm hoping, 2025 will be better, and it will
yep,
be.
yep.
But even
And
the 2024 being a hard year, we learn. Like I know through the trials that I had, God was with me.
oh
I
yeah.
had peace, weirdly peace, but it
Yeah,
also
because
opened
you
my
lost your
eyes.
dad, and
Good, yeah.
you
Yep.
have peace that transcends all understanding.
Oh
So,
gosh. And it opened my eyes to other things that were going on around me that it
mm,
just like, wow.
yeah.
Okay. That made me realize I've got to refocus.
Mm, that's good.
So,
Yep.
anyways,
Yep.
yeah,
All right.
we're going to
Well,
start studying
so
the book of Revelation, right?
yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, we're excited. We're doing a Bible study right now on the Book of Revelation, so we're going to start covering that with you guys. So we're
Bear
excited.
with us.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too. Or everybody else.